When you hear the name Lenny Wilkens, what's the first thing you think of? For most, it's the calm, brilliant coach on the sideline, one of the winningest in NBA history. But what if I told you that by only remembering the coach, you're missing half the story? Because before he ever picked up a clipboard, Lenny Wilkens was a certified superstar, a 9-time All-Star who went toe-to-toe with the Titans of the 60s and 70s. This is the story of how one man built two separate Hall of Fame careers. And why one of them got lost to time. Let's rewind the clock, way back before he was Coach Wilkens. Back then, he was just Lenny, a slick 6'1" point guard from Brooklyn. He walked into the league in the same 1960 draft class as Oscar Robertson and Jerry West, and in that era of giants, he didn't just hang around, he soared. For 15 years, Wilkens was the definition of elite. He dropped over 17,000 points and dished out more than 7,200 assists. When he finally hung up his sneakers, only the great Oscar Robertson had more assists in the history of the game. This wasn't just stat padding, it was a masterclass in how to run a team. And the league knew it. They voted him into the All-Star game 9 times. 9. That's not a fluke, that's a decade-long statement declaring you're one of the best guards on the planet. He wasn't just there to wave to the crowd, either. In 1971, surrounded by the biggest names in basketball, Lenny was crowned the All-Star Game MVP. The season before that, he led the entire NBA in assists. In 1968, he finished second in the MVP race. The only person who beat him? Some guy named Wilt Chamberlain. The NBA has tipped its cap to him time and time again, naming him to both the 50th and 75th anniversary teams. This wasn't just a good player, this was a Hall of Famer. And in 1989, he officially became one. For most guys, that's where the credits roll. For Lenny Wilkens, it was just halftime. His move into coaching wasn't a clean break. It was bizarre, and it started while he was still an elite player. In Seattle and later in Portland, Wilkens became a player-coach, a role so demanding it's basically extinct today. Think about that. He was in the huddle drawing up plays for his teammates, and then he'd check himself into the game to go execute them. He wasn't winding down his career, he was building a second one right on top of the first, learning to teach the game he had already mastered. Okay, this is the Lenny Wilkens you remember. The cool, dignified presence on the sideline who, for a long time, had more wins than any coach in NBA history. His coaching career was a marathon, 32 seasons with 6 different teams. The absolute peak? In 1979, when he coached the Seattle Supersonics all the way to an NBA championship. But it was about so much more than one ring. It was about relentless excellence. He was named NBA Coach of the Year in 1994. He coached in 4 different All-Star games. He was a key assistant on the legendary 1992 Olympic Dream Team and then returned as the head coach to lead the 1996 team to a gold medal. When all was said and done, he'd racked up 1,332 regular season wins, a monument to his genius. And for that incredible body of work, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame for a second time in 1998. So, let's lay it all out. You have 2 resumes. On one hand, a 9-time All-Star player who was an MVP runner-up and assist champion. On the other, an NBA champion coach with over 1,300 wins and an Olympic gold medal. Either one of those careers is a one-way ticket to the Hall of Fame. Put them together, and you have a legacy that's almost untouchable. And here's the kicker, Lenny Wilkens is the only person on the planet to be named to the NBA's 75th anniversary team of greatest players and the NBA's list of the 15 greatest coaches. The critics might say he wasn't flashy enough as a player, or that he only won 1 title as a coach. But that completely misses the point. His greatness wasn't about flash, it was about substance, intelligence, and leadership. His impact was so undeniable that the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame inducted him not once, not twice, but 3 times, adding a 3rd induction for his role with the '92 Dream Team. Lenny Wilkens didn't just have a great career. He had 2 of them, stacked right on top of each other. He was a quiet superstar who dominated one era on the court and then shaped another from the bench. He's a living bridge between entire generations of basketball. So, the real question isn't about whether he's one of the greats. The question is, which chapter of his story is more impressive? The superstar player almost everyone forgot, or the legendary coach everyone remembers? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video, and click on the notification bell. And don't forget to click on the playlist above to watch more NBA Hall of Famers of his era. Thanks for watching.